Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm back at it again with another video about how to set up on all the three of the maps that's in this game. Today we are doing split. It's the A-B site with mainly the mid going towards either of those sites. So today I want to do some setups with Cypher. This is gonna be this little series I'm doing for all three maps. Show you some cam spots, show you where you should place your tripwires at. On this one there's some cool places where you can place a smoke and get some good kills with. Other than that, let's just hop right into it. We're going to start on the defending side. You're going to start back here. If you're on attacking side, it's straight across on the map. And where I usually play with Cypher is going to be B site. So let's head over there real quick. So I'll go straight for that platform, this platform right here. And then I will connect the camera to like right here. You used to be able to connect it to gutter, but I didn't know this after patch. It wasn't in the patch notes. But the gutter was the most broken spot for B at the moment. You can look into the other side of spawn and you can let team know, oh yeah, there's gonna be like 3 mid or 2 pushing garage. But this one, I guess, is equivalent. You can still hear inside garage. It's good for getting this angle right here. If you compare that to right here, or even like right here, can't really see. That gives you like a more in-depth angle of what's going on if you want to play on catwalk. Another camera spot that I really don't like using, but I guess I'll have to start using it now, is there's one, you can do this like in the tree back here, and you can, it's pretty hard to tell. You don't really get a full sight of the view, but it hides the camera pretty good. You'll be able to see you on this peak right here. That's head level, and then anybody that's coming inside, and that is retrievable as well if you're playing like a little bit more aggressive, which sometimes I do. I just throw off the team. I'll place it right here, bait out the camera, and then take a few shots right here at the door, and take advantage when they're shooting your camera. That's a split second that they're not focusing on this corner and they're focusing on this camera. So take it, just takes a few pot shots and then peek back in. Obviously you can just go in right here. That will obviously look inside. If you're doing some tripwires, while my basic setup would be is 1 on the window of heaven, and then 1 low on the entryway. Usually what they're going, the attacking side's going to do, and we'll get into this, is going to push up the stairs, and they're going to go to heaven and try to get the picks down here. Height in any game is key. It's easier headshots for in any game. Same concept applies to this game as well. It's, you just have more angle to get a headshot on. It's easier to hit. But if you place this up here, at least you'll know that they're up here and you don't have to peek out. I wouldn't peek out when it's on heaven unless you know they're low. Some other spots you can do is like downstairs. You want to mix it up, or if you want to be a little bit late, you can throw one on this barrier right here that's usually there. That way you know they're coming through mid. And while we're in mid, I'll show you the cam spot. You can do like, it's gonna be obvious, but you can at least tell, you can let them know that, yo, there's gonna be people in mid, so on and so forth. Or if you're just playing off this side and you're gonna be playing and you want to help out, you can play it late like you do through a tripwire. Play it late, play the camera late. It's gonna give you a clear shot on what's inside and who's about to peek or not. Because if you come over here, it's not as big of an angle, and this more gives you a little bit more room. You can see the little small barrel on this side. Same concept applies over here. I'm not sure if, yeah, you can do this. So on this one you can literally see pretty much anyway that's behind boxes and coming through sewers. I kind of like this spot better because no one's going to predict this, and they're going to be at a disadvantage anyways coming from this way anyways. They have a left hand peek. So if you get that call out, you can tell this the person playing stead right here, there was one about the peek real quick and get a little quick headshot. It's one pick. Moving onto the trip bars, like I said. You can do one right here and then one like right here. You're playing mid, or the opposite side, like right here. Either one of these 3 spots is gonna be fine for playing mid. You could also play one ropes. That's a smart play if you're worried about them pushing A, or they have a habit of pushing A. Onto defending on A site. Hopefully they didn't patch this. You used to be able to place the camera up on the crown, and that's still good. You gotta place it up high though in order to see him. I think they patched that, but do they? Alright, you can still place on the umbrella. So the umbrella is the same concept. It's kind of easier to see though. Basically, you can see all through A spawn, and you can tell if them has been pushing through A. Plain and simple, easy cam spot. No one's gonna look for that usually. If you're playing long, I'll just place on the back of the camera and just let your teammates know if anybody crosses or not. And as for tripwire spots, I would place one in the beginning around like right here, and then one up here on heaven ramps on this doorway. And then you could also place one on ropes depending on how they're playing it. If they're playing mid, I would definitely place one on ropes instead of short right here. This is what they're usually going to do. Is going to go up this ramp, and then another like squad is going to push up through ropes, and it's going to take out up top here. As for playing Cypher, I mean, you can play the usual corner. You can play catwalk. You can play this corner. I don't know why people like to play on these boxes. I mean, if you're playing to get like a quick pick, I mean, go for it. But to me, I see no point. And one mistake people do is they'll take a shot, they'll get shot, and they automatically just go over to the right, and they like, I don't know what, they just get themselves killed. Personally, I like to play off a right hand peek, so I'll just pop a couple shots right here, or display right hand peek side. I don't like people playing underneath here either. I mean, it's kind of sneaky, but everyone knows the spot now. I would just play like somewhere you can get the angle, get the advantage. All right, moving on to the offensive side. All right, so they patched this spot. Obviously I didn't know that either. Use place right there, and you can see down along. But there's another spot that's kind of broken. You gotta stretch the camera out a little bit, and you can see this right hand corner, and you can see anybody that's pushing mid. So same concept, but this is my version of this spot right here. Is this spot. So what's so great about this spot is you can have multiple people push A and go up heaven ramps, right? Take out this guy up here and let them know there's a guy going that peeks out. Usually there's a guy that plays aggressive and tries to get the orb and peeks out mid. So I like this spot. You can try it out if you want. If you're like playing, that's only can spot, and if you're playing like mid, right? When you're playing mid on here, you're gonna be playing through sewers. I'll put tripwire right here or right here. Always try to keep a tripwire on you, at least one at all times while attacking. So you're playing mid right here. Obviously you can place the camera right here and let them know if they're playing cubby, where you can stretch it out a little bit more, and you'll be able to see the whole room and where it peaks right here. What I like to do though is I'll come up here. You're covered still.
Cage triggered.
All right, so if you get on this little thing, you can see on the bottom of this. So if you get on the little like power thing right here, like in between the sign, which is kind of hard to do. I usually just make it in off the sign.
Cage triggered.
You can see inside. They use crash down. You can see their feet, and they won't be able to see you. Let me actually get one up there so you guys can see that from their point of view. So from their point of view, this is what it looks like.
Cage triggered.
So obviously you can't see them, but they can see your feet. That's the smoke right here is probably needs to be patched, honestly. Obviously gives the attacking side a little bit of advantage if you have a Cypher. And my advice is to push through mid regardless on this map. A, it's pretty like hard to push because of the 2 lanes that are pretty narrow, and then like B is kind of hard to push because you got one way and it's you gotta push through garage, and then you gotta make sure no one's in these corners, and then it takes a lot of time to get through here. I mean, I've seen people throw a Viper's wall right here and Sage's wall right here, but to me, if you have heaven, like if they have heaven, they're going to win the round. So like, you have to secure heaven before you can get B, and the same thing goes for A. If you don't have heaven, then you're more than likely going to lose that round. But if you're playing from B side, going towards mid, I would for sure place a triple wire on this garage for a flank, and then I would place your camera. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can do the same thing. Right here, you get the little peak right here. And obviously, honestly, that's like probably the only thing you could do on this side, defending wise, or attacking wise. Other than that, I think that's it for this video. I'm gonna be doing bind, I think is the last one, probably later on today, and I'll have it posted by tomorrow or sometime. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and please continue supporting the channel. It makes me so glad that like I got some views on my last video. Like it was such a fast pace compared to my other videos. So just keep up the good work, and thanks again. See you next time.